Well, the fucking rain just started. Amazing. The hood on this raincoat is full of fucking holes. Wow. Good shit. Should have brought my poncho. Didn't think it through. See what the traffic's like tonight. Pretty busy, but yeah. Same thing like last night. Like 1 to 4 was really fucking quiet. So gonna hope it's like that again. But yeah, the storm's starting. Supposed to storm out here through next week, I believe. Next few days at least. So saw what the damage looks like. Um, yeah, my paycheck not the best. Funny because everybody was like, "Oh, just go to rehab. Everything's gonna be fine. It'll all work itself out. Things will just work out." And they're not working out so well for me. Like everybody keeps fucking telling me like not to worry about shit. I'm trying not to worry about shit. Stay positive, but it's really fucking rough right now. It's really rough. You know, my child support got tripled just before I went into rehab. And I'm working a lot less hours right now. I'm supposed to be taking it easy and focusing on recovery and shit, which I'm trying to do, but not so easy. Not so easy right now. I'm really lucky to have some people kind of helping me out, but it looks like I may be forced to move at this rate. So pretty much, I can't even like I can barely cover my rent right now, and then I won't have the means to make it to work, and I'm just getting buried in debt. So um, too much shit to do. I figured I'd just see how this rolls. Um, leave the stream open for a little bit because I've just been out here doing push-ups and switching between Spotify and Audible. Just listen to some H.P. Lovecraft, The Lurking, called The Lurking Fear, the story I just listened to. It's a good one. I love H.P. Lovecraft. Good shit. Try not to get overwhelmed by my emotional state. That doesn't help with not doing stupid shit. Yeah, I just gotta try and stay warm and dry. Make it through the next couple hours. I figure if nobody comes in, I'll just do whatever. Which is what I'm gonna be doing anyway. Kind of just out here killing time. So I figured I'd see if anybody was up and about. If anybody wanted to chat. If this thing even works worth of shit out here right now. The lives from last night seemed all right. You know, it's like being out by the bay. You know, we get what we get. And I'm using my Bluetooth, which seemed to work all right. I wasn't using it when I recorded last night, but just hoping not too many people come through right now uh, at the job site, which doesn't really seem like there's much they can do out here in the rain. I mean, pretty much this is just where they keep their materials. So they're doing construction elsewhere. They just come down here to kind of muster up and gather equipment and stuff like that. So I can't see much construction going on right now. Of course, the rain kind of poured down, now it's drizzling. Should be coming back in now anytime. Didn't see any lives going on, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Actually, I might not even be logged into my regular account right now. I don't even remember. Um, not enough fucking caffeine in the world this particular moment. Uh, drank up all my coffee for the night. So I'm down to water. I got plenty of food this time. My friend fucking hooked me up with plenty of grub, so doing that. Only got a couple of cigarettes left to last me through the rest of the night, so I'm trying to space those out as best I can. But it's rough right now. I'm just really, really stressed out. Got to handle a lot of shit in the morning and make some tough decisions. So, with that, I missed my recovery group this morning. So, yesterday morning now. I just slipped right through my alarm. Exhausted. I knew I shouldn't have tried to take a nap though. That was a mistake. So when I go back, a friend's supposed to have breakfast ready for me. I'll just drink an extra cup of Joe and try to stay up and tough it out. Get to my recovery group because I don't want to miss too many of those. They will kick me out. And that's not what I'm trying to do right now. Trying to keep going with this. I'm not making too many meetings, so best I can do is this outpatient online recovery group. Try and keep with it, get some more contacts and stuff in that circle. So hard to tell from here who's coming up the road and when it's just traffic going across the bridge. I mean, kind of see a little bit, but sometimes the traffic going across the bridge masks the sound of the truck coming up the road, which is really what I need to be paying attention to. And so it's not like I hear them idling for a minute, then I realize they're just sitting there waiting for the gate. I've been pretty on top of it tonight. Last night I slacked a little bit, so tonight I've been like seriously on top of it. And this is easy work for the most part. It's hard not to be posted up in the shack here, but not a whole lot of choice with the rain coming down. I'm not going to be out there getting stoked. There's no point in that. We don't even have like a full-size heater. We just have a mini space heater in here, but we have to keep the door open anyway. So right now, like the rain's coming down on the space heater, which kind of concerns me. I guess I can push it back a little bit away from the door. That's helpful. Stop again. It's coming on in waves. I think I've probably done like close to 80 or 100 push-ups all in all since I've been here. Sets of 20 or whatever. I'm not doing them all consecutively or whatever, but trying to tucker myself out a little bit. I haven't been working out lately, so I figured I might as well while I'm out here. The pavement's dry. Get out there, put on my gloves, fucking pound pavement. Yeah, so StreamYard downgraded my plan, so I only have a limited number of streaming hours. It won't let me stream to multiple platforms right now. I just tried to see what I was working with. And yeah, it's not letting me do that right now. I'm a little tired. I'll power through it. I made it through last night. I'll make it through tonight. Still getting adjusted. Show you the view from here. Gonna be on that light. You can't really see it. That's the Golden Gate Bridge back there. This is my spot. Gonna post up here. My truck through that there gate. And Bridge Patrol comes through here. They have their own station down there too, but we don't do much with that. Just kind of observe. I don't really have any jurisdiction in the parking lot, so it's just gate access control. I haven't had anybody like strange try to come through here yet. I hear it does happen on occasion, but it's like it's only vehicles. Like we don't police foot traffic. Bicycles can go through here, so anybody can just walk in there. But it's kind of a hike down the hill for nothing, unless they're going to be stealing construction equipment on foot. Be pretty unlikely. So yeah, my little spot right now. It's good because I'm getting back to full time hours, but I have to do additional shifts if I want overtime. I'm not getting the regular overtime like I was. So I have to go in for to follow up and get another child support hearing because that was all based on me doing. Yeah, it's pretty much all based on me doing like 80-hour work weeks, which I'm not doing anymore. So I just can't hang with it. Read another one from the Recovery Dharma book. I'm in the back. So this is like the testimonial. I did one of these groups with a friend on Sunday, and it's cool. Um, it's a Buddhist-based program, so we do meditation and then kind of just do check-ins and talk about how we're doing this week and our successes and struggles and stuff like that. There's no 12-step or any of that type of stuff. So, all right. So this is my brain has blocked out a lot of memories from early childhood. I suppose this repression is some sort of self-defense mechanism. What I do remember is feeling isolated. I never really had much emotional support. For most of my life, my mom had struggled with drug addiction, and my dad has been in prison. My mom and I lived with my grandparents in a small town in the middle of nowhere. It was a home riddled with dysfunction and codependency. Because I lacked understanding of the world and coping skills, I thought I was inadequate and incapable of dealing with life. I remember feeling forgotten, overlooked, alone, and scared. The town we lived in was predominantly Caucasian and partially racist. I am biracial, and I struggled to fit in the small country town. I felt like I was too black for the white kids and too white for the black kids. I was also very creative, diverse, and a little eccentric. All the other kids in my school had little cliques, but I never felt genuinely included. By sixth grade, I was self harming to feel in control of my pain. After having an emotional episode in late middle school, I was prescribed Xanax for a short period. For the first time in my life, I felt like I could disconnect from my harsh reality and relax in my own skin. After the doctor cut me off, I continually found other ways to get Xanax. In high school, I became friends with another attractive outcast who liked to use pills, marijuana, and alcohol just as much as me. She was my partner in crime. For once, I felt seen and understood. I also started getting into toxic relationships as I searched for love, attention, and affection in all the wrong places. Even though I got good grades, I skipped so much school that I had to drop out. I got my GED shortly after. After turning 19, I went to a strip club where I found myself inspired by a dancer and infatuated with the lifestyle. What's up, Susanna? Good to see you. Oh, no. Be careful with that. I will be here staying sober and still working. Thank you for dropping by. I hope everything goes well with you. Be careful there. Um, Continuing. Being an exotic dancer was like being a comedian, therapist, and actress simultaneously. My regulars loved me because I would listen deeply to them. At the same time, my intentions were insincere. I only listened to them with the condition of being paid for my time. For the most part, the relationships with my customers were artificial and developed through manipulation. But ultimately, the person I hurt the most was myself. I was getting deeper and deeper into my drug addiction. I was also addicted to the fast paced lifestyle and external validation. I was modeling too, and I became attached to the idea I was only worthy if I was desired by others. I was also in a very long and unhealthy relationship with a person who abused me physically and emotionally. Eventually, I went to jail a couple times for possession. One time was on the 4th of July. I remember watching the fireworks in the county jail through a tiny window behind the bars of my cell. How ironic, I thought to myself. Later that night, I started going through withdrawals. In the holding cell, another inmate told me that I was an addict and I needed to get help. As my mind spun out and my body shut down, it honestly never occurred to me that she might be right. When my abusive relationship ended, I spiraled deeper into addiction. To avoid feeling alone and unwanted, I latched on to a young man I found attractive. We went to a flop house one day looking for drugs. I looked around at the squalor the squalor the squatters were living in. That's kind of a weird sentence to put out. How could they live like this? It looked like it had never been cleaned and someone had ripped all the wires out of the walls. However, after my first hit of meth moments later, I moved in with them, and I didn't leave for a while. I was waitressing at the strip club, so I had plenty of money to support my habit. I lost 60 pounds in 2 months. I also temporarily lost my mind. At the time I went to my first 12-step meeting, I was back at my grandparents' with no bedroom to call my own and pregnant. The meetings were the only place that I felt safe. I finally started to gain some understanding about my addiction. I would go to the meetings and just word vomit while sharing around the table. After relating to other members, I was desperate to turn my life around, so I cast a magic spell for a new beginning. The universe, the universe must have had a sense of humor because it promptly burned my grandma's house down. We lost everything. In some ways, though, it was the best thing that could have happened. I relapsed very briefly and went back to meetings where I got a sponsor and started working the steps for my first time. I made a promise to myself. I decided to dedicate my life to healing myself and others. I vowed to be there for my daughter when she was born. I completed my court ordered probation and monitoring. Then, around 8 months into my recovery, after giving birth to my daughter and getting custody of my younger sister, I tried to go to my mom's apartment to take her some groceries. My mom was still using. Her apartment was a mess with squatters coming and going. The scene was permeated with utter despair. Yet I remember feeling jealous of her, that she could live like this without a care. I had a brief relapse a couple days later. The vivid image of my mother in those deplorable conditions was a wound that I could not hold space for. I recommitted to healing. I had finally realized I wanted out of the self destructive cycle of addiction. I sought help from a therapist. I went back to the 12-step meetings. I reconnected with my sponsor. Additionally, I began meditating and learning to sit with myself. I used to say my addiction was preying on me, telling me lies. Had I been more aware, I would have been able to identify that scene for what it really was: misery. I would have been able to understand that I was not seeing clearly. Awareness would have allowed me to better understand reality, to reach out to someone for help, and to be there for myself instead of turning on myself and running from the discomfort. Awareness could have saved me from shooting that painful second arrow. Soon I would gain new awareness and understanding through the addition of Recovery Dharma to my program. During the COVID-19 pandemic, I started attending RD meetings online. I found this Sangha in Birmingham, Alabama, that was hosting multiple meetings a week. I quickly became a regular and beloved member of the Sangha, even though I lived thousands of miles away. I cultivated a network of wise friends who I could check in with and talk to when I felt emotionally distressed. The RD program made me a more self-compassionate person, as well as a more mindful mother and friend. Truck. Meditation really changed my life for the better. I find it interesting whenever I see where my mind has gone. Sometimes I laugh at myself. I can focus on the sound of my breath or where I feel the sensation of breath the most. I can label my thoughts as thinking, reminding myself, oh, this is my critical mind, and letting the thoughts pass naturally like a cloud passing over me through a bright blue sky. My practice has taught me that, no matter how distressed I become, I can always return to concentrating on my breath. I can take a sacred pause. I can create a safe space for my mind by focusing on my breath. I used to feel mentally agitated and unstable, but now I can soothe my nervous system. I can use wise concentration to choose what to focus on. I do not have to label things bad or good. I do not have to fixate on anything. I can concentrate on my physical sensations and release the stories. I still honor my truth by gently accepting my feelings and not trying to change them in any way. I also practice not becoming hypnotized by the stories I tell myself. When I experience racing thoughts, I try to remember to pause before acting so I can engage with others more skillfully. I try to engage with myself more skillfully too. I talk to myself kindly, write myself love letters, and listen to affirmations relative to my mood. I try to remember that I am human and I can accept the ebbs and flows of this experience. I am intentional with my time now. I wake up early so I can meditate and do my rituals before my daughter wakes up. I love trying new meditations and sampling different spiritual practices. Whenever I do a mindless activity like scrolling on social media, even if for a duration as short as 3 minutes, I start to feel like a zombie. I can hear my wiser self saying, put the phone down. In these instances, I can practice mindfulness by listening to my wiser self and intuition that disconnecting is not serving me. I still get stressed. I am a single mother and going to school. I have learned to reach out to others when I feel overwhelmed. I consistently confide in my wise friends, my sponsor, and my therapist. I try to get their perspectives on a difficult or confusing situation before speaking or acting. Another thing I do is check if I'm hungry, angry, lonely, or tired before coming to conclusions. I also use breath work, ASMR, and binaural beats to calm my nervous system and aid my brain in relaxing. I am a bit of a perfectionist, but when I find I am being too hard on myself, I remember to breathe and smile at the inner critic when she makes an appearance. The breath creates space in my mind and heart. After calming down, I can ask myself if I am seeing clearly or through filters created in the past, i.e., trauma or learned harmful thinking patterns. I can name the unhelpful additional information as stories and remember they are contributing to my suffering by adding more confusion. Today I feel empowered. I try to be present in every aspect of my life. As a single parent and the legal guardian of my sister, I endeavor to never check out and try to treat my girls with respect and gentleness. I seek out information to understand where they are developmentally so I can have wise understanding of their capacity. I try to remember the basic goodness in people. I recognize that each person is dealing with their own complications, which are causing them to react in habitual ways. Since I have found Recovery Dharma, I have also been able to help others with their recovery, and I can do this because I now sincerely know that I no longer doubt my own ability to recover. I have become confident that this journey of lifelong growth is the path is the path I was meant to walk. I will continue to dedicate my life to my personal evolution and healing, and I will keep spreading love and light endlessly. My goal is to leave every moment better than I found it. Anything that passes by me will experience my life. There's my book marker. That's nice. Have a snack to poo. Hmm. Walk. This jack off doing. Must be lost. Well, I think I'm filming him bugging off. Parking lot. Well, I am filming him, but I can't really do anything about him out there. He likes being filmed by a security guard. Quite a beautiful view. You can see down under the bridge. It's dark right now, but yeah, early in the morning, see like boats coming and stuff like that. The Coast Guard and shit. Through their spotlights. You see how I end up taking a hike through here. Probably on my way off work. Snickers. Be fun. Well, the rain stopped again, so that's at least for now. At 1:01 a.m. here, right off the 101, just north of the Golden Gate Bridge. Not sure what these things are I'm eating. Kind of stuffed pastry. I think they have fish in them. They taste a little fishy. Some other stuff, but they're not bad. I'm eating them. So I had 2 trucks come in the last half hour. Not bad. I don't see any lights on down there, which either means they're maybe taking a break or they went over to the other side. It's funny, they've got a sticker in here. It's like a little stick-on badge. It says Junior Security Agent. See those for the cops in the fire department. I've never seen one for a security company. I don't remember where I left off reading in that story I was writing. I know I had read some on stream. I didn't leave a bookmarker in it. Boring. Fuck that. I guess if anything, we'll get a good sound check out of this. See what these fucking things sound like out here. Willie Carson earned the Certificate of Science with an emphasis on neuroscience at MIT and has a certificate in ancient ... By the way, a certificate costs less than a single semester at either school. Conspiracy BS. Arguing in Discord again. I don't know why I'm subscribed to all these Discord servers. Stripped. Airport bus. See lots of them. Only a few hours left to go. Yeah, rainfall was pretty brief. Hopefully it doesn't get too much worse before I leave. Nice and clear right now, for the most part. I mean, as clear as it gets down here. It's always a little cloudy. Haven't seen any wildlife out tonight. Tonight I had some baby deer walk by my shack. It's cool. Wanted to get some pictures of them, but they went by too quickly. Heard there's like bobcats out here too. Millipede early last night too. Big old millipede. Crawled up under my shack. not intolerable. Actually, a pretty nice breeze. Be up here working out and dressed pretty warmly. Probably stay on for another 19 minutes or so. Nobody comes by. It's late at night for anybody local here. Very early in the morning for anybody on the East Coast. So I don't know where all the other folks are at, but it's all right. Not my usual streaming time, although it probably will be after this for a while. Good, because I need to kill time. A lot of downtime in between trucks coming in and out, especially late at night. Like I said, pretty much 2 to 4 was totally dead, almost. So the plus for me, time to read, or write, or fuck around, or whatever. Did quite a bit of journaling when I got in. A lot to journal out. Trying to learn how to like internalize my emotional states or whatever. And I feel like I've done too much of that historically, but certain things you don't need to go sharing with the world. Keep that shit in your head. Or talk privately to a therapist, which I need to get one. Asked Kaiser to refer me to a therapist, and they referred me to a psychiatrist. Like, I don't need a psychiatrist. So, yeah, I got to get back in touch with them and see what's fucked up with that. Because doing pretty well off the antidepressants. I got my prescription filled for my lower dose again, but I don't really feel compelled to go back on it right now. So, cart's coming up. Motorbike? The hell? I don't know, he's going downhill. He's not coming up. Yeah, that guy'll come up every once in a while. Very peaceful out here. No complaints at all. We had a couple of random cars drive into the parking lot. Usually Bridge Patrol or the park rangers will come out and scare them off. Or I can go out there and film them. They don't like that. The last one was trying to use the porta potty and then they realized it was locked. They unlock it during the day. It's kind of a tourist spot. I'm out here to bike and hike. But it's locked overnight. We have our own little porta potty right here, but we keep it locked up. LVG, free the neck. Good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I'm out here just kind of killing time about halfway through my shift. That was my real quiet time, so figured I'd just do this, see how it sounds, see if anybody wants to come hang out for a little bit. Make a link there for anybody somewhere up there in the comments there. Come in, see how the connection is. If you're feeling it. Not, no worries. Still waiting to get my Wi-Fi hotspot. Right now. And just going through my personal struggles as usual. Financial struggles since being free. Oh, just go to rehab, they said. Everything will work out fine. You'll save so much money on alcohol. Yeah. Well, guess what? The state took it anyway. All that money I would have been saving on alcohol was paycheck. So whatever. Take it if they want it. Nothing I can do about that. So just have to work more. At least when I go door dashing, like they can't take that, or they don't take it for whatever reason. I don't know exactly what the deal is with that. I guess maybe I'm supposed to like give them a cut, but it's not really that much money to begin with. So if they took again half of my paycheck since I've been out, which is well, it's half of the income I was making before I went in, which was just a lot more hours. It's not doing that many hours anymore. So to get that fixed, still in bed and half waking up. Yeah, no worries. Most people are. I just switched to this overnight shift last night, so my second night doing it. Got some caffeine on board. Uh, Last night I was not ready. I was not prepared. So tonight I kind of came more prepared. Been rested, but still rough when it's this quiet out. Just kind of sitting here watching the cars go by on the bridge. An empty road. Funny. Another Discord notification. You guys are freaks. I love just watching silently these Discord servers, people arguing back and forth. It's hilarious. I don't even know if they know I exist. Which is it's better that way because I don't want them targeting me. These guys are real trolls. Yeah, I think I got. Well, let's see. I got some pretty decent sleep this morning. Went to bed around 7 o'clock, 6:30, and 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then I got up around 10:30. Went back to sleep until like 1. So like 6 hours, not too bad. Pretty much what I sleep on average anyway. Doesn't matter what time I'm sleeping, but I slept hard. Had a had a dream, another dream where I was shoplifting food. I don't know what it is with me in these dreams. I always end up stealing food from random stores, and sometimes I'm working in them. Like this morning, I was working in the store, and I was stealing food from the back. And I guess food's like my new obsession or something. Uh, just like while I'm dreaming, I feel like I can taste the food. I don't usually get that. Like I don't remember having that up until uh, the past couple of months. I've been just having like these really vivid dreams about eating different types of food, and like I can taste I can taste it when I wake up. Pretty intense. It's better than drug dreams, you know. I'll do food dreams. It's fine with me. Not really that big of a foodie either. I mean, although I guess I'm becoming one now, trying all kinds of new vegan stuff, vegetarian stuff. Not like strictly vegan or vegetarian. I was trying to go back to being vegetarian, but I did have a cheeseburger last night, and then I guess I had some fish just now. But trying to reduce my intake of meat, and I did it a few years ago. Felt really good. I've just been wanting to get back to that healthier lifestyle, start working out again, which I've been doing tonight. So it's like my other go-to thing right now. When I'm stuck at work, eat good, work out, read, try to make the most of my time here. Yeah, it's like nothing going on. So it'll probably be pretty dead until 4. Just fine by me. I'll go back to reading audiobooks and listen to music. doing my push-ups. Pretty much all I could do out here. There's not a whole lot of, you can do some squats, some push-ups. That's about it. Not really gonna try to do floor exercises on the concrete too much. I tempted to try and walk down this hill, but I don't want to get stuck at the bottom and then have a truck show up. It might take me a minute to get back up while I'm running or something. It'd be kind of stupid. I haven't been down at the bottom of this hill yet. I kind of want to see what's down there, see what I'm actually guarding. Last of my food here. Yeah. Thai curry and rice, which I already had some of earlier. It's really good. I don't want to blow through it yet. Still got a couple hours left to go here, a few hours. So yeah, I'll chill for 8 more minutes. I'll probably go on about my business. I'm gonna leave this running, but I don't want to blow my streaming hours since they're limited right now. Save them for something useful. Try to pay up my StreamYard account in the morning here. But as I've stated, it's gonna be a rough couple of weeks. The reduction in pay and the increase in child support here. I'm still waiting on my disability check. So I guess, while I'm at it, I'll just do this. Make sure I don't kill my stream. Oh no, what is that? Fucking trees wrestling. I was paranoid I'm getting ambushed by a bobcat out here now. Just waiting for it to happen. I've never been ambushed by a bobcat before. My Cash App. Put up my info. Shit. Okay, it's working. PayPal. If you can, if you want to, if you like contributing financially, that'd be cool. Bit of a struggle right now, otherwise I'll get by, but donations are always appreciated. Anything there, especially right now. I don't usually ask for money, but people know it's been rough the last couple of months. It's been a couple months out of work, trying to work on self, and it set me back significantly. So now I'm just trying to dig back out of that hole. And basically anything you donate, go into keeping my phone on, keeping gas in my car, shit like that. Really basic shit. Right now, my friend from rehab's been feeding me, and if I get kicked out of my place, I can stay there, on a temporary basis. I've been staying there anyway, so at least I won't be, fucking unhomed in the near future, as far as I can tell. But not spending money on drugs or alcohol, so there's that. I was pretty tempted to drink day before yesterday. So there was some personal shit I've been going through with friends, and well, whatever. We're not in contact right now. They did contact me yesterday, and I kind of put up a little rant about that on my way home yesterday morning, but trying to get over it. I just wish that I could, stop caring about that person right now, but it just doesn't work like that. One of those people, fucking, if I give a fuck about you, you just shut that shit off. So, it's the way I am, but, they need to take time to figure themselves out, and I got to give them that time and that space, and not allow myself to get, emotionally distressed by it, as much as it occupies my headspace. It's one of those things I just have to internalize. Try not to project outward too much. It's not healthy. Nothing I can do about it. Can't control other people. Can't make them do the right thing. And so, not taking it personally. The person's in the depths of their addictions, and people act a little differently when they're doing that. I act a little differently when I'm doing that too. Yeah, I don't think I act like some people out there, but definitely not my best self when I'm all fucked up on drugs and alcohol. So, and anytime you're making that a priority, probably not prioritizing your friends, family, and loved ones as you should be. And yeah, it's kind of strange for me being on the other end of that. I've pretty much I've been always on substances for most of my life, and never really saw anything wrong with that. It was just normal for me. And yeah, I don't understand why people are so fucking concerned. And now that I'm the concerned one who's not doing it, I totally see where some of those people were coming from. And it's rough. Rough. Give a fuck about somebody who wants to see them do better for themselves. You can't make them do it. So, shit. Of all the things I probably would have accomplished if I hadn't been so focused on getting fucked up all the time. So, yeah. I want to drone on about that, though. 2 minutes left before I shut this down. So, just going to leave it at that. Call it good. Get back to my audiobooks and push-ups. Probably do some Marcus Aurelius. Haven't listened to that in a while. Helps me get out of my shitty head spaces. Too bad right now, considering all things considered. Look at the moon. It's beautiful. It's not covered by the clouds right now. See if we can get a shot of this. I can't zoom in. Behind this light. It's right there, though. Yeah. Bridge. I go down here a little bit. Nice night out tonight. Beautiful weather, beautiful scenery, and no fucking complaints. So that's that for me. I'm calling it nighttime. It's morning, damn it. Early, early morning in California. All right. Well, much love. Be well. Stay trusty. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.